So one of the main features I want to highlight that I really enjoy about Canvas is the ability to embed electronic resources into your module. And I find it's particularly useful if you're trying to run a flipped classroom whereby you want students to engage or read material prior to coming to lecture. And I'll show you how I do that in my embryology and developmental biology module, which is part of a third-year human biology degree program. So within our module, each week is aligned to a specific topic, and within each week there are specific resources that are assigned to the students. So for example, in week 4 here, I've uploaded the lecture notes that the students can then read the slides. They can either download them or they can maximize them within this window. I also have required readings as well as suggested readings and other resources such as videos that are embedded within the page. Now these electronic resources are provided by the library, and you can get them made for your module by your subject librarian specialist. And they are actually specifically password protected for your module, so that we're aligned with copyright access. And it also allows the library to keep track of what resources are being used, so that you can ensure things are getting, funds are getting properly allocated to the resources that are being used the most. So this is an example of a peer-reviewed journal article, and you can see there's a password login, so the students would just put in their standard Queen's login information, and up comes the full article there available for them. Similarly, you can get full chapters of textbooks right there embedded in each individual week. You can see the copyright notice information is there along with it, so it's all aligned, legal, and all of the students can access the chapter prior to that particular topic. This is really useful if you have a large class, because it's unlikely, for example, if you have 50 students, that there are going to be 50 physical copies of a textbook in the library, and you're not expecting all of the students to necessarily go out and buy each of the textbooks for your course. So in each of our weeks, we have our lecture, the required e-readings, as well as suggested readings. And another thing that I use Canvas for is provision of full ebooks. And the Queen's Library actually has quite a catalog of full electronic textbooks. And you can provide these to your students, and I've done that in my additional resources section. So I have electronic texts of interest. And these are full textbooks available to the student. So for example, these are embryology textbooks. They can get the full textbook online. They can download and print portions. It's all up to the students, but that information is available to them, and all of them can be utilizing that. And it really just encourages students to engage with the material prior to coming to lecture. So just showing you that the full textbook is there. I would really suggest you get in touch with your subject librarian and see if this is something that you can do on your module.